With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Middle.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A 1st down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Andre Sisco there on the stop. The Ravens at 8-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Fields. This one deep for Wilson. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Henry up the middle. Down to the 42, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Jets 8-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Rolling to his left. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he's going to be touched down short of a first, and it's fourth down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up.
A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields going to change things up here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Fields. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Off play action. Fields. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Extend. Did you? Hey, check. Right.
Now the Iowa State product. It's Kaneda. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Did you? Right.
Play action. It's Fields. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too bad.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yo.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle. Report.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, Judge, you got it?
Fields changing the play. On first down, right back to Hall. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go.
And now they'll shift things around.
331. Right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Good. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, 32 yards. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Ravens 17, Jets 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Jackson now going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. To throw is Fields. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Fields going to move him around.
You got it. You got it. Up straight. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 3rd down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Here we go, son. 11, 331, 331.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Little C. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Out of the gun, Fields. There he goes again. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, 66 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Jets 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down and 3. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hey, report. Middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Will McDonald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL, heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Justin Fields sacked. 7 yards.
Easy.
Second down.
From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. A very solid gain of 27.
Angel.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard from 8 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Full connects on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the third. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a first and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Green knife.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, son. Green 9. Angel, press, left side. Up, one side. Hey, never mind, Monday.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Smith, the man in motion left. Here's Fields. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on. Hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Chip's clear. Hey, going out. We're going out right here. Stay.
Here's Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Adafe Owe
In there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go, son. 551. Right.
Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
319, Hey, can.
Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Angel. Out, let's go.
One play action. Fields under pressure, and they get to him again. Adafe Owe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fields now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. No, we changed it.
Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go, son. Hey, number 158, 58, son. EQ. Go.
Paul will give up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Don't jump. Ready? 319, get set. All right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
All eyes on Fields. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Here's Jackson.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Yep.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Down Jackson. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Here we go. First and goal. Jackson.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now second down and a few inches.
Hey, middle.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is first and 10.
You got a mini base. Here we go. Oh, what's right here? Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game.
But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll go again with Hall.
And he stopped immediately there.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw in overtime by Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Here's the Jets punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this